Maybe Pat, Brad's not. That's it.
4 is enough.
Yep. Enough for quorum.
Yep.
Pat gonna be here, Brad?
Brad, no.
Brad, no?
Brad, no.
Pat, fashionably late as usual. Or not at all. Or maybe not. Because he didn't get a packet in the mail, so probably not. Oh, he did?
Yeah, he came to the office the other day.
Oh, he did. Because Pat doesn't have a printer.
So did I get one then?
Jenny had to remind me a couple hours ago, so.
Just swing by, I'll copy.
I thought I got one.
Well,
My
when I
memory
first
started
got
to
the
go, I don't know,
email,
maybe.
I print Rick's.
when I first got the email, I was like, Alicia sending me.
I know it. I was gonna ask him, did he get that corrected?
Yeah,
Yeah, she's back.
Oh, we're doing like, oh.
Carefully.
I'm the last one to know everything. She's back.
Oh, that's what I felt like. What am I missing?
Just working remotely, that's all.
Okay, well,
Do you need your glasses back?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
all right. Let's call to order the Green Lake Township Planning Commission, 6 p.m. Tuesday, November 26. Can we rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Pat McDonald, absent. Clint Bundy. Here. Colin Schwarm here. Richard Barton.
Here.
Bradley Dean, absent. John Schuster. Here. Approval of the agenda. I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I would like to make a motion to approve the agenda.
Motion to approve by Bundy. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by John Schuster. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the minutes of the draft minutes from October 22nd, 2024. Anybody have any changes?
Not that I saw.
Any discussion? Anything anyone would like to bring up about that?
I would move them as presented.
We have a motion to approve the minutes from October 22nd as presented.
Like a second.
Seconded by Clint Bundy. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries to approve. First public comment. Anyone wishing to make a comment at this time may do so. No public comment. Perfect. Conflict of interest. Anyone feel they have a conflict of interest for tonight's proceedings? No conflict. Correspondence? Not right. So other than noted, everybody got the
Court of Appeals.
Yep.
Court of Appeals.
Court of Appeals.
Reading material. Okay. Noted that we all received that. Okay, old business, none. New business, SUP 24-002, request for amendment, Gilroy's Hardware, request to amend SUP 24-002, presented for installation of a propane filling station to include outdoor display of merchandise. If you would, sir, please stand and make your request. Thank you.
All right, good evening, everyone. I don't think I've spoken on a microphone in a long time, but
Can you do your name and address first before you?
Sure,
go?
yeah. I've met a few of you guys. My name's Rob Morgan. My address is 634 Old Inkachi Farm Trail, Traverse City, Michigan 49684. And we are requesting to have seasonal outdoor display at our new hardware store at 7155 Scotchwood Lane. The seasonal display would consist basically of, for instance, like pushing snow blowers in and out during the winter. Those would come out during the morning and out all day, and then come in at night. In the summertime, it'd be lawn mowers and lawn spreaders, stuff like that. In the winter, we would also have some pallet goods along the front or the side that would consist of ice melters and rock salt and things of that nature, tube sand, stuff like that. In the summertime, we would have mulches and soils or decorative stone, landscaping type materials. You know, the pallets come factory stacked, neat, clean, organized, and we're hoping to put a pallet rack out there. It'd be a single level, and in the summer on top of that would be like wheelbarrows and spreaders, and in the winter it would be like snow shovels or snow scoops or something like that. In the winter it'd probably mostly be empty, but in the summer we'd have wheelbarrows that we take in and out in the morning and take them in at night. You know, we want to be a good part of the community. We put the trees in for the natural barrier by the propane. You know, it's an evergreen, so those are installed. We went a step further and put trees in along the east side of the property and along the south side, along the main highway. So I think that'll add some charm to the property. We went ahead and painted most of the building, and we put a nice wood Versatex trim on, and we put our logo. We tried to keep it kind of small, so it's not, you know, obtrusive to anybody in the neighborhood. It's not oversized. So this is just kind of part of our business. You know, we do this pretty much in every community that we're in. We haven't had any problems as far as, you know, eyesores or deferred maintenance or stuff like that. You know, we painted that. We already striped the parking lot. You know, some more exterior work to do, and probably some landscaping. So basically, yeah, we're just applying to have that seasonal outdoor storage that would rotate quite often. And I know I've met a few of you, but Gilroy's is my family business. My grandfather was Gil Morgan, and his partner was Roy Trevero, and they started the business back in 1945 in Flint, Michigan. So next year we'll be celebrating our 80th anniversary. You know, we try to be good members of the community. You know, we donate to schools and churches. And yeah, so I appreciate your consideration. And I guess if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them. I did submit some pictures, and obviously I need to update our online pictures because there weren't very many good pictures. You know, but basically, yeah, you can see on the picture page, Exhibit B. You know, that would be like something we would have in front as far as the snow thrower display, stuff like that. And then the pallet rack in that bottom picture in Exhibit A is just kind of an example. Like, we won't have bagged goods on the top. It'll just be along the bottom. There will be one thing that we would like to keep outside year-round, and that would be water softener salt. We carry two lines of it. We carry the Morton name brand and the Do It Best brand. So there'd be the yellow bag of our softener salt and the Morton's and the green bag. So that would be year-round because that's a year-round product, and it just doesn't store well inside. And we sell quite a bit of it. And we offer personal carry-out. So if anyone comes into one of our stores and you ask for 6 bags, you know, one of us goes out there and hand loads it into your car, which is another service we provide. And we do that with everything: concrete, mulch, dirt, stone, anything, you name it. So some of the products just display a lot better outside. and are just part of our daily business. So, we want to keep it neat and clean for everybody, but also be able to offer those products, in a convenient manner for the public. So, yeah, I guess if you guys have any questions, I did highlight on that last page, excuse me, those are existing beds there. There's landscape stone along the edges right now, and we may or may not pave that area. I don't believe so. I think for now we'd just put like a nice black mulch, because it's already leveled from the Pomeroy's area. So we just probably put some nice black mulch, and the pallets on the ground level would sit on that. And then, like I said, the pallet rack would be above it, and the wheelbarrows or whatever seasonal type product that we want to put out there would go out there. So thank you for your consideration. Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.
Anybody have any questions they'd like to ask?
So it just looks like you want to be 5 feet out, you're building the perimeter of it, right?
Yeah, and that's an existing bed there. Whoops. And I just put 5 by 36 because the arms, the cross supports, I would call them, are 9 feet wide. So it'd be 4 sections along each side of the building, and the product would be stored underneath there to keep it out of the weather for the most part.
So you're not asking to just fill up your yard with stuff?
No, it's just going to be like right flush up to the building. So it'd be all in a line, neatly stacked, and obviously, I did see some other businesses in town, have stuff out there like firewood and different stuff like that. So we're just trying to do what we basically do at every location that we have, if that makes sense.
I suspect it's all similar to what you're already doing up on
Yep.
Silver Lake there.
Yeah, exactly. Like 2 days ago, there was Adirondack chairs and mulch and dirt out there. We forklifted, pulled that around back, and now if you pull in front, there's a 50-pound bag of rock salt, there's a pallet of wood pellets, another cheaper brand of wood pellets, the softener salt, which stays out year-round, and then there's an assortment of ice melter out there as well. So we just kind of rotated for the season. But for the most part, the heaters are still up in the rafters, so we got to get those down. But
Anybody else have any questions? Additionally, I know that you would like to add to your request in the modification.
yeah, it's Colin, right?
Yeah.
I got an email from Mary Jo with the sign permit application, which I did not get a chance to fill out completely. The sign just came up from downstate. We were going to repurpose it from a store that we switched from Husqvarna to Steel Power Equipment, so I wasn't sure of the exact size and specs of the sign, but I was told today it was 3 by 5. It's a rear lit LED sign, has a photo cell on it that's dusk to dawn, so I'm not sure where on the building we would put it, but it's a professional Husqvarna sign, so it's blue background with the big H and their little emblem, and it kicks on at dusk and off at dawn. And the lumens, which someone asked earlier, I'm not 100% if it's, we could always modify it with, lower wattage or less lumens. But yeah, we're going to carry full line Husqvarna, and we're going to service it. So that's going to be like gas blowers, trimmers, chainsaws, hedge trimmers, stuff like that. And I know we can put it on the LED road sign very easily, but we just thought we have the sign, if it's a possibility to put up. We haven't used any more signage than the previous business that the Pomeroys had in place, so we just used their road sign, their existing building sign. So this would be the only additional signage that we are requesting.
I know Pomeroy's had a permit for a lighted sign, so this would be, I guess I would suggest that we're making a motion and we would like to approve that situation, approve the addition of that sign to the, along with your other lighted sign you have, I would suggest that we can, if we so choose or vote to approve it, then it could be approved with conditions that it meets within the township's regulations and requirements for signage, and that you would still have to fill out that application, but
Yep.
you wouldn't have to come in front of this board if we've already acknowledged that application.
Yeah, and we wouldn't install it until all the conditions have been met to your approval. So,
Well, he
and
wouldn't
I
have to
would,
come before us anyways if it met the criteria. so.
But it's lit. So that, I believe we're still, I don't think we've modified that signage yet. I think lit still has to be a special
Special
use in
use?
the township.
Because it's backlit?
Because it's lit.
Good.
So, so I'm not only saying that, but you already have, that building already has a lit sign. and
Yes.
It already has a permitted use for that, so we're merely adding on to, I believe, is the way to go about this, add on to the existing lit sign permit.
okay.
Anybody else have any questions?
It's a dusk till dawn timer. Didn't we go over that, like, a meeting or two, that they're not supposed to go all night long?
It might have a timer on it. Most of them have a sensor, but I'm sure we could put a timer on it if that's preferable. You know, we could do it from, you know, you have to change every 10 minutes this time of year, but, you know, we could do 5 o'clock till 8 PM or whatever.
Isn't it midnight or something like that? I don't know, I just learned about it, so.
Well,
Okay.
we did something.
Well, if we just say that we have to meet the requirements that we
Yeah.
already have,
Yeah,
we're
just
fine on
For the
that.
information.
I think so, because, I believe, I think it had to do with the brightness of it being right out on the road, when it was a lit sign right at the road. I think that had something to do with it. You're gonna put that sign on the building.
I don't even remember.
We were, yeah, it's what they call a single-sided wall mount, so it would mount, and we haven't selected a spot for it, but it'd probably mount somewhere towards the center of the building or towards the door, and, you know, probably be this high, you know, and it's 3 by 6, 3 by 5.
Is that what it is, 3 by 5?
I believe so. Yeah, I'd have to check
Okay.
my, yeah.
That's not very large
No,
at
I've
all.
seen them before.
Yeah, a lot of them are 4 by 8, like the road sign out there's 4 by 8, the big one up top.
Anybody else have any thoughts? Somebody like to make a motion?
Want me to make that?
That's fine, yeah, if you want to.
Well, I would certainly move it as it was presented, with the addition of including the new sign, which will adhere to all of our requirements within the signage zoning.
Ordinance,
And I don't even think that requires anything to do with the site plan.
and I would say, and if it requires resubmittal of an application to add to, then that requirement be met as well,
I guess I was thinking that, but didn't say it.
just so
Yeah.
we're covering all the bases, since it wasn't on there.
And not to interrupt, but I'd be happy to fill out the application and submit the permit fee and come back to another meeting if you guys would prefer that. That's not a problem whatsoever.
I don't think
I don't
it's
think it's
necessary.
needed, yeah.
I think if you fill out the permit and you
The
man, you
application and.
Yeah, we won't
stay
mount it
within
until
the
you guys,
rules of it, then I think you're just fine.
yeah, if you guys look at the specifications and it meets all the codes and ordinances, that'd be great, and I can fill that out and submit the fee.
So we have a motion by Bart to approve as presented with the addition of a request to add a sign to the building with the conditions that if need be, applications be filled out and that the sign meets requirements within the zoning,
The current zoning standard.
yep, current zoning standards.
Okay.
Second that. And we have a second by Kabundi. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? Good to go.
Great. Great, thank you. We're-
Congratulations, glad you got it open.
Ha, Yeah, we're excited to be here. I think,
open?
yeah,
We are
I'm,
Is it open now? Yeah, he opened yesterday.
yeah, we opened yesterday. We're closed Thanksgiving, but we'll be Monday through Saturday, 8 to 6, and then Sunday, 10 to 4. So open 7 days.
A little
Oh, I
less
could have
driving.
stopped and got
Yeah.
the stuff I was looking for.
Well,
The soft opening.
yeah,
I
we ordered
wanna-
one of everything, if you can believe that. So just to set it up, so literally one copper elbow comes in, we make a spot for it. And then we got to order the bag and dump it in, so.
Yeah.
We haven't gotten the depth yet. We got the breadth there, but not the depth yet.
I want to
So,
compliment you on those trees that you've got set in. Those are going to develop nicely.
yeah, they'll look really nice, and they'll kind of buffer like the sign and the paint
Yes.
yeah, that's kind of our new motif is the two color with the white, and it's kind of a cottagey look or an up north look or kind of a small town, appeal to it. So
Yeah.
Clark's color was a little different than ours, but we just left it because once you paint the steel, you got to paint it every few years. So we left the factory on the bottom and we painted the top. So, but yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. It looks pretty good. So, yeah, well, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, thanks for your time. And do I need anything, like stamped approval or anything?
Not tonight.
Okay. All right, well, yeah, we'll be there. I've been in Traverse City. We're shorthanded because the two managers from Traverse City went to Grand, or out here. And then so we pulled the manager from Fife Lake to Traverse City and one from Elk Rapids. So Elk Rapids is kind of shorthanded. Fife Lake's got some new people, so, yeah. So, and it's tough to get good help right now. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
almost like COVID times again, it
Always
seems
tough
like.
to get good help.
Yeah. Someone's
many
saying you're in the
stores?
auto business.
Yeah, I got a business down, right down the road.
Okay, yeah.
Rob, how many stores will this make?
This store is number 42. Yeah, so we just bought a store in Grant, which keeps screwing everything up because you got Braun and Grant. So the paint chip display, the big one got chipped down there. So it says the names are similar, but, yeah, it's just my dad and I, so. And my joke is he fires me every day and I just show up again the next day.
I got a kid like that.
I finally get to the point where I just don't even ask. I just do it.
My son keeps showing up every day
If it
too.
works great and now he's mad and I just go again the next day.
Well, it's working so far, so.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
funny.
it'll work. We're buying a store with White Cloud, so I've been down there quite a bit doing inventory and stuff, so. True Value, but it's interesting, True Value just got bought out by our supplier, Do It Best. So True Value filed bankruptcy
Oh, well.
and they sold, so it's kind of a big shakeup in the independent hardware industry. I mean, we're such a drop in the bucket compared to Home Depot, Lowe's, and Menards.
Sure.
It's not even a blip on like the regulatory radar for them to buy it, but I think that they bought it, for the brand name. They have, I'll say Master Mechanic, which is like a good economy line of tools. They get that name, and Easy Care Paint they bought. So it's going to be interesting to see how this shakes out because Do It Best is a co-op, so it's technically member owned. So any profit that Do It Best makes comes back to us as an owner. So it's going to be interesting to see how they take a company that's losing a bunch of money and still are profitable for us, the existing members, or still provide the product, and now all of a sudden they pick up double the number of stores they're trying to service. And some of them are across the street, like in Bel Air, we're right down the street from True Value. So now we're gonna be selling the same stuff as them. Are we gonna get True Value brand, or are they gonna get Do It Best brand? So pretty interesting right now. So. But yeah, no, I'm excited, guys. Thank you very much.
All right.
We try to run like a family business, like Kurt, who was here in my stead, because I had some health stuff, and I'm doing good now, but, my grandpa hired him when he was 16, and he's 69, so he's worked for us for 53 years.
Wow.
And Mark, who a lot of you guys know, Mark King ran the Travers store, now he's a regional supervisor. He got hired when he was 15, and, he's 48, so he's got 33 years.
Nice.
But yeah, we got tons of brothers. We got too much nepotism, probably. Starting with me.
There's a lot of that up here.
Yeah, we got dads and sons and sisters and brothers. So
Good.
yeah, we try to keep it local. And if you guys know anybody looking for hourly help, seriously, we're looking to hire at both locations right now. So
Okay.
Good luck.
yeah. We just posted that we're supposed to post an Indeed thing today. I don't know if it got done yet, but I actually had some luck with that.
Great. All right, well, thank you.
All right, guys.
We're
Yeah, thanks for your
happy.
time. Nice to meet everyone.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, she's got my number, and I will get that. What's that?
I got yours.
Yeah, she knows how to find me, and yeah, I'll get that application submitted as soon as possible.
All right, thank you.
All right, thanks, gentlemen.
Yep.
All right, bye now. Yeah, good week, Jason.
Yep.
Welcome to college.
Other business, moving on to other business.
Glad I started.
The only other business that other business would be a meeting in December, so.
She emailed it to me.
Don't know if we got anything coming. Don't know if we got anything coming or not.
Stuff coming, the meeting in December would be,
We got anything to catch up on that we were supposed to talk about that we haven't?
well, we got something left behind that we were gonna bring
I
up.
remember, yeah, it was some things I don't, in the top of my head right now, have.
But I don't know if we,
Yeah, if I can't find it.
You're talking
for some
about
reason,
the
I got a
furniture?
bunch of emails.
the what?
The desks or whatever.
All right, guys, thanks again.
No,
I must be talking about
No.
something totally different.
stuff we had. What is coming up that we would have to either try to do in December or not, I guess? Did you want to try and do those in December, or were you just trying to load up January?
I think at this point, probably January.
January.
December was the 17th, is what it's scheduled for, so. I have to make sure that the attorney can be present in January for a meeting. Matter that's the last
Okay.
Where are we?
He can be there in January.
You gotta speak up, I guess.
You have to speak up, I'm deaf.
He's got a couple of things that are fairly important that go into, but January would work better because the attorney has to be present for that.
So I'd miss the deadline for anything next month anyways, being the 17th.
I wanted to take a look at some conversation as well as some parking restrictions that we have in the village business district based on square footage in the ordinance to see if we can potentially look at lessening that due to some complications with building size, actual dirt, the ordinance is looking for. And there's possibility of getting some businesses in there with some interest that people have presented, so it's a conversation. I know like with this situation, we have this due diligence that we were gonna change the use permit so we could get it all done, put it all at once, and then we didn't have to have them come back and then we can come back for a special meeting, but obviously like you guys have to sign it on, so we're reviewing that special use permit because it could have been done all at once, maybe we wanted to make it a little cleaner for all of you
Yeah,
guys.
no,
And in respective businesses, so we have been getting a lot of interesting conversations with people looking to buy up some stuff here, so.
all right, good.
We're gonna redo that application, because this has happened more than once, where they come in, we give them something, then they have to come back for the next step, and,
Yeah,
yeah.
Streamline it a bit.
It's $300 each time you apply.
Right.
So-
right. Well, no, we don't need to double dip people, but probably we just need to get back, we need to get into a process where, you know, the questions, don't just turn in your application, let's have the questions about what actually are you trying to apply for, so that we can make sure we're covering everything that you.
Tick list.
Yeah, I don't wanna make the guy come back every time he wants to do something else. All right, so, all those in favor of not having a December meeting and having putting everything on January schedule, is that?
Sounds super.
Yeah, we don't have anything.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody's in favor of that, we will move our meeting till January. Not have one in December. Okay,
That was easy.
liaison report from the zoning board of appeals.
Nothing on the agenda?
Zoning board did not.
Everybody
have-
was happy?
That's amazing. Liaison board of trustees, and Pat is not here for that, so we will not have a
I don't
report.
think he's gonna show.
I think he's way late, so. I think we're not getting that report. Second public comment, we have no public comment. Discussion, anybody else have anything they'd like to add?
Have a happy Thanksgiving?
Happy Thanksgiving from Clint,
Yep.
seconded by me.
All right.
All in favor, aye.
All right, all those in favor, great. Okay, that brings us to adjournment. Somebody like to make a motion to adjourn?
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Kabundi,
I'll support it.
seconded by Bart. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries at 6:31.
Good job, guys.
I did want to mention that I like the new form